Hello everybody. I would like to continue the discussion from the previous video regarding the understanding of the concept of non-self in Buddhism. In this video, I would like to examine the components that's not you in more details. These components are forms, emotion, memory, thoughts, and the sense of perceptions. All this is not you, and we examined it closely by looking at its characteristic that is not permanent. It comes and go. It doesn't need you to be in control of it in order to function. But all this actually belongs to you, or it's actually part of self of you? Let's look at the object that you can understand clearly that it's not necessarily so. For example, if we have a piece of pencil that is on a table, we know that pencil is a pencil. The pencil itself doesn't know who belongs to. The pencil itself is subject to impermanence. Someday it will go away. Once you see the pencil, you know it is what it is. You know how it functions. That's how you grab it and use it for your own benefits. And if you don't know what it is, then you don't know how to grab it and use it for something. So it's just about knowing how it works, knowing how it functions, knowing how to grab it and manipulate it. That's when you can use something from that. So this pencil can be used for creating many things for your own benefits. Once we're done with it, we just put it down on the table. So there's nothing to worry about. However, if we try to take the pencil and use it and never put it back on the table, there'll be a consequence. If you hold a piece of pencil to yourself for a long time, the consequence is that suffering will occur because of the pain of grabbing it. This fatigues in the muscle, and of course it will restrict you from doing other things. So taking the possession of something, of course, will result in suffering. If we understand this concept here, we know for sure that if we want to use something, we want to put it back as soon as we're done with it. Same thing applies for the body. We have arms and legs and all kinds of organs in the body that actually functions on its own. We command it to grab something, and once we're done, right, we don't command it anymore. Your mind is not always focused on that muscle at all time. Once we're done with something, we let it go, and that's how we use it to avoid suffering. But if we always think that the body belongs to me or belongs to you at all time, the result is suffering. And I would like to show you some example. If you have a tree branch sitting on the ground, okay, if someone drag it around the street, you're always not feeling pain from it, just observing it, because you know that this is not you, and it's not part of you, and it's not belongs to you. If someone burned that branch of tree, it will burn getting hot. And if you know that this is not you, and it's not part of you, it's not self of you, you will not suffer from it. However, if you start thinking or creating an assumption that this is you, of course, you will start to feel pain, feel suffer from it. So this is a consequence of having attachment to those components. The suffering will arise. So this is the real reason that to understand the concept of non-self, because everything has consequence, and the consequence of attaching to these components result in suffering. So this concludes my talk, and if there's a misunderstanding from my side, then I apologize in advance. Thank you very much for listening.